Thank you for tuning into our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an Amazon FBA and two-site Amazon Associates business package for sale in the culinary niche. Created in November 2014, this business makes $20,451 per month in net profit, and the listing number for the business is 45481. We do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the businesses they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Roberto, thank you for coming on here today. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
It is my pleasure. I'm really excited to discuss this business with you. But before we dive into the questions that I have, I want to go ahead and run through a little quick summary of the business. Again, it was built in October of 2013, has a monthly revenue of $46,733, expenses of $26,282 to make for a net profit of $20,451, which is generated on a 9-month average. Included in the sale of this business are 2 domains, the site content and files, 1 SKU, social media accounts, and an email list. Please note that inventory is not normally included in the list price. Further details can be provided to active depositors. Roberto, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Sure. I started more or less 7 years ago, just, getting into online businesses, affiliate marketing. And actually, I started with niche websites, basically. I started doing keyword research. And as a result of the keyword research, I would create different type of niche websites. Always, rather small the niche would be really small. And as time went on, I learned a lot of things and my skills improved. So I ended up making bigger projects like these ones that we are discussing today.
Yeah, and can you walk me through the business model here? So you not only have 2 Amazon Associates sites here, but also an FBA product?
Yes, correct. So basically, I have businesses, 2 websites that are monetized with Amazon Associate. Plus, I started 1 product, which is always related to the niche. And we can say that it's the result of years, working in this niche and understanding it deeply. And as a result, as a culmination of that, I decided to start an Amazon product working with FBA. So the business model is rather simple. As I said, the 2 websites. So there is the affiliate side, which is managed with Amazon Associate. And then there is the product side, which is only 1 product, and it's managed with Amazon FBA.
So why have you decided to exit the business today? Why are you selling it?
Well, we can say that there is one main reason. I can say that there is one main reason, which is I decided to move from the country where I currently reside to a different country, which will have a higher taxes. So I decided to exit the business today because moving to this new country will bring many different, problems and expenses, always tax-wise, I'm talking. So I decided that for me, it would be ideal for me right now to exit the business so that the moving process will go smoothly. And at the same time, the second reason is that I decided to start an offline business, we can say. So, having the extra budget for making it happen will certainly help, But it's always, the main reason is that I am moving to a high tax country. So it doesn't make sense to me to keep a business that is generating a lot of money and bringing it to a country that is going to create, it can be more, as you know, it can be a problem, to transfer a business also.
What does it take from you to maintain this business at its current level? What do you invest in it on a weekly basis?
On a weekly basis, well, the business doesn't need anything to be done for it to continue work, The things that I wouldn't say on a weekly basis because it's more difficult to identify, but I would say that on a regular basis, what I need to be doing is make sure that I am making the orders for the FBA product in time and also taking into consideration the time of the year that we are in. So this is really important. For example, we are in January, February. I know that there is a Chinese New Year, so you need to be aware of that. So you need to make the order earlier. Then the Christmas season is coming up. You need to know that you will have to be ready already by August. Otherwise, you will, you can miss some deadlines and you can end up with inventory stuck in costumes, for example, So like on a regular basis, I need to make sure that everything is going smoothly. Do I have inventory? Am I ready? Not today. Am I ready 6 months from now? Am I doing things right? And then at the same time, this is for the FBA side. For the affiliate side, what I need to be doing is simply checking the traffic, seeing, if the traffic is doing well, and also publishing new content on a regular basis. I try to publish one or two pieces of content per month, depending on the ideas that I have and the content pieces that I have in that precise month. But to put it like more on a day-to-day basis, most of the time on a day-to-day basis, all I'm doing is checking how much I made the previous day, simply logging in on the affiliate and logging in on the seller. These are the two main activities which happened every single day for the past 4 years. Plus the extra ones that usually I try to concentrate. I don't try to spread them out, all month. I do little by little every day. I'm the kind of person that I like to do things, okay, I take these 2 days to plan 4 new pieces of content for the next 4 months. You know what I mean? So I just have it done, schedule it, and then I don't have to do it later on.
When looking at the multiple parts to this business, what part brings in the most revenue?
Definitely the Amazon FBA product, definitely that. And something that happened since end of January, beginning of February 2018. This is the time when I decided to start the FBA product. And the results have been, in my opinion, that I lived it through, they've been incredible in the sense that the FBA product not only brought more revenue to my business, but just took over completely the affiliate, in the sense I'm making much more money with the Amazon selling than with Amazon affiliate right now.
If you were to keep the business and try to grow it, what are the big opportunities for growth that you would focus on?
Well, by far the biggest opportunity is starting new products. This is really straightforward. There is the business, there is the brand, there are the opportunities because the opportunities are there. The simple next step to take for the new buyer, or let's be honest here, for me, in case the business wants to be sold, is to start a new product. Of course, I'm saying this precisely. The product that will be started by the potential buyer will have a high chance of success because of the brand that there is behind. And this is proven by the current product that is being sold, because the reputation of the brand has played a huge role in the success of the product. So to stick to your question, what should be done? What I would do right now is I would start new products. Yes, totally. Plus, I would try to expand the websites, in the sense, put more articles out there and trying to, expand the content on the website by actually putting more keywords out there. So new articles, to keep it simple.
Do you feel like there are any potential risks associated with this business that a new owner should be aware of?
Well, a new owner that is deciding to buy a business like this one or like many others that are on your marketplace should be certainly aware of the risk related to Amazon, because Amazon could lower the percentage for the affiliates, the earning percentages, or Amazon could raise the inventory managing fees, or can raise the referral fee for a specific category. So these, in my opinion, are the biggest risks related to a business like mine. Just like it's not only you doing business, it's you doing business with Amazon, you taking traffic from Google. So of course, there are risks that can be, you can continue even if Amazon decides to raise the percentage a little bit or lower the affiliate, you can still work through that, by diversifying your business, by putting more than a product out there, So I would say that the things that worry me the most, in a way, is just, the dynamics of online marketing in general, Google and Amazon in this case.
If you had to do it all over again and restart from scratch with this business, go back to November 2014, what advice would you give yourself back then to start this business a different way?
Well, that's a good, an interesting question. I never thought of it in this way because, in a way, I am proud of what I've done, in the sense that everything happened and unfolded in a very natural way, because I started in October 2014, but then I left the website for maybe 8, 9 months. And then after that, I started to seriously work on it. And then it was like, it went up and up, I've done a lot of outreach. to people in my niche. I made actually a lot of friends, some of which I also met in real life, always in this niche. And I made good connections, and everything was a built up, I built a reputation for this brand. Then I registered the brand itself and so on. And then eventually, 1 year ago, I decided to start a product. So I feel like I wouldn't do anything different, because I've also been really careful in doing things right, in the sense I didn't buy any links. For example, some people buy links to increase the SEO, rankings. I decided to not do anything that could potentially, that could change things at this point. So I decided to follow the rules. So, to answer your question, I would say that advice then would be, keep going like this, that things are going to work out sometime, it's going to work. So I'm happy about that.
That's really awesome to hear that, you're really happy with how things have gone. Speaking of things, how they've gone this last year, December of 2018, you made $50,000 in net profit here. Can you speak to the success of December?
Well, the success of December is, in a way, I'm not new to this game. Okay, it was my first December as a seller. So yes, I'm new as a seller. But as I experienced probably 6 Christmases before 2018 Christmas, I know perfectly that Christmas is no rules, like people buy and buy and buy. So I was expecting a raise because why? Because I always saw a raise each and every Christmas before that. But I remember clearly myself sitting on the table on the desk, just, making my calculation. So I'm going to sell this amount. I sell this amount now. So probably in December, I will sell maybe like twice or 3 times that. But then December came and, rankings picked up for my product. And, there was a lot of interest in my product. And so the sales were incredible, beyond all my expectations. Of course, there is also to say that I was trying to be conservative about my expectations, because I didn't want to be disappointed by maybe like slower than expected. So I was trying to be like down to earth, trying to play it safe. But December, was incredible. But yes, the only reason why December raised so much is because of December, because of the shopping season. There was no extra magic done to my website or to the product. It was just the natural. It was 2 things, actually. It was the natural December raise, but also it is the nature of the product that I have, which is actually, if you're looking for this specific product, you end up seeing different options on Amazon. But my option, in my opinion, is, this is the gift that I'm going to give to my brother. This is okay. This is what I need, for Christmas. This is, it's all included, So that's also, it's attractive in that sense. So this is why, in my opinion, it raised so much in December.
Would you commit to a non-compete?
I would commit to a non-compete, and I also stated this in the, by agreeing. I think this is already done by agreeing to your agreement, as I read. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you're asking me because I said, there is a huge opportunity for a new product. There is, this is what I would do if I don't sell the site. This is, in my opinion, I sell a website that is working well and that has the potential to work well in the future. Because if I sold the website telling you, there is no more opportunity for products to be sold, then, the buyer itself would be disappointed by this purchase. But I'm telling the buyers that there is opportunity. And there is also, there is money to be made, and there is products that can be started with this brand, because this is the important thing to understand. I value my brand because it has a reputation in the niche. So that, in my opinion, makes it easier to start a product, gives a huge, kickstart, a huge boost.
How much support are you willing to offer a new owner during the transition period?
I am willing to support the new buyer in any way that is needed. In the sense, if the buyer needs to understand how to manage the business, just like how I do, then I will be available for Skype calls or chats, as many as they are needed from the buyer. I don't know if I specified 2 Skype calls, but I would also like to say that I would be available. I don't know if this ever happens with your sales, but I would be available to keep working, for example, with the buyer to help expand it, to use my knowledge to help to expand the business, because it's important to say that I need to sell this website because of my choice of moving from, as I said, from low tax country to high tax country. But that doesn't mean that I can continue to help the new owner of my business.
Are you open to negotiating on something like an earnout where maybe a percentage of the purchase price would be paid up front and then the rest would be paid at a later date? Are you open to negotiating on something like that?
My ideal situation is that the business is transferred, completely, and the payment is made upfront.
Thank you very much, Roberto, for taking the time with me today. I really appreciate it. Before I let you go, my final question for you. Let's pretend that you're looking at this business from the perspective of a potential buyer. Why would you feel like it is an asset worth buying?
Well, from a buyer perspective, from somebody that is interested in buying this business, I think the attractive part would be that my new product, which was started in February, has brought so much money in a relatively short period of time. That's interesting, that means that the product is really interesting. And not only that, the raise in December was very significant. But all these things are superficial, you see them, but I understand them, I see them, I see the whole picture, and I understand that things are going well in the sense, for example, just a simple thing. January is higher than November, so the business keeps going, it's growing and growing. Because if you look at the graph now, you say, okay, 50 in December, then 30 in January, then it's going to be something like 20 something in February. Okay, so the business is going down. No, the business is going exactly how it should go, because January and February, as everybody know, but as I know in my experience with this business, are the low months. To me, it's going down after December. But I'm confident, and I'm working towards that the business will keep going towards May, towards June, July. It's going to pick up, and then the next Christmas is going to be a good Christmas, and a Christmas that the buyer or myself can be really and seriously prepared for, because maybe I'm going a little bit out of question here. I don't know. But for example, I don't do any advertising. I'm not doing any advertising, which is something that I think it's worth mentioning, because the little advertising that I did was successful in the sense it would bring more sales, and the cost of the advertising, it would be good. It wouldn't be it wouldn't take too much budget. But so far, I haven't been able to really dive into a big advertising campaign. I have an email list of almost probably 5,000 people, niche, deep niche related. And I haven't been able once to actually take a huge, campaign on this, just because the business is new and it's more difficult to keep up with the inventory. So I think that the new buyer, if they see the potential well, it's a good business to work on. I would say that the buyer shouldn't get the business with the idea of sitting on it and doing nothing. Should take the business with the idea of, okay, I have a successful thing that is working. Let's expand it, Let's make a new product. Let's make 2 new products. And this is really doable for a new owner of the business.
Roberto, thank you very much for taking the time with me today, sharing your story with this business here today. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. And if you want more information, the link will be below the video that will take you to this marketplace listing. If you're watching this on the listing page and want more information, become a depositor today. When you make the deposit, one of our business advisors will be in contact with you, and you will be given everything you need to review this business. Have a great day.